Hey all, welcome to MS Bio Academy, and today I'm going to talk about that how we can plot a graph on the Excel sheet if some data is given to us, data related to like absorbance photo, spectrophotometry data. Okay, so this is one of the chart I have mentioned here that let's suppose these are the readings and you have to plot a graph between absorbance versus concentration of DNA. Okay, let's suppose this is this. So these are, let's suppose, the readings which I have taken when I have serially diluted my DNA sample, and I've taken reading depending on that, right, in a spectrophotometer. Now I have to plot a graph and I have to find it out the slope. I have to find out the DNA concentration of my sample. So how can I do that? Okay, so that we can do is by means of drawing a graph on an Excel sheet. So let's open the Excel sheet first. So here we are into our Excel sheet, and what you have to do in order to draw a graph in the Excel sheet, this is quite easy, not at all very difficult, I'm telling you. Okay, so what you have to do is first you need to write down your readings in the first column. Okay, so which reading you are going to write in the first column? The one which you want on the x-axis or one which you want on the y-axis. This is very important. Okay, you have to be careful about that. So do remember, the one you want on the x-axis should be on the first column, and the one you want on the y-axis should be in your second column. Okay, so I want my concentration on the x-axis, so I'll keep it in the first column. So let me write it down. And since I want the absorbance in the y-axis, so I will write it down on the second column. Right, now what I will do is I will just enter my readings of the concentration and absorbance. So what I do is I'll just go into this Word document, I'll just do the copy paste. You can manually also enter here, no issues, right? Okay, so now we have entered our reading. Now what we're going to do, we are going to select these two. So we have selected this. Now we'll go to the insert, and then we'll select here, we'll go to the chart section. In the chart, we will select this scatter chart number 1. Okay, so we'll select this chart and it automatically give us the reading with respect to what we have selected, right? So on the x-axis, what we are getting the concentration as we wanted, and on y-axis we are getting the absorbance. Now how to add these absorbance and concentration in this axis title? What we are going to do, we are going to go into this plus sign, all right, of our chart, and then we are going to click on this axis title. So once you will enter into this axis title, here you will find that you can enter whatever you want on your y-axis and x-axis, and you can label it. So I'm going to label this side as absorbance and the x-axis side as the concentration, right? And you can mention the unit also. If it is in nanogram per ml, you can mention that, so it will be reflected like that way, right? So now it is proper. Also what you can do is you can change the title also. You can just, if it is a calibration curve, you can write down calibration curve. It is absorption versus concentration curve, you can write it down that way. If it is standard curve, you can write it that way. So let me write it down, a standard curve. That is my title. Okay, depending on your title, you can enter the title also over here. Now again, what you need to do is, in order to read this chart, what we are going to do is we will plot one line over these points. So what we can do is we'll go to the plus sign, then here this trend line is visible, right? So don't click on this trend line, just go to this section which is showing the arrow, extended arrow, and choose those more options. All right, once you go into the more options, in this chart portion there are 3 options available: fill in line, effects, and this trend line options. Go to the trend line options. In this, select linear. If it is by default selected, it's very good, otherwise you have to manually select it. Then Just down below, there are two options are visible. One is display equation on chart and second is display R square value in chart. So what you have to do is, if you want both of them, just click both of them. The first one will give you the equation, which is y is equal to mx plus c, right? We know the straight line equation that is being given. And the second will give you the R square value. So if you want both of them, you can click both. I just want one right now, so I'm going to keep it one. Right now, if you want to move this thing, what you can do is you can just click on this, select this, and just move it wherever you want to keep it. Let's suppose I want to keep it here. All right, and I want to increase its size so that it will be visible nice. So let me increase this size a little bit. Okay, so I've increased the size. If I want to make it bold, I'll make it bold over here. Right, so this is how you can mention. So this is gives you a equation, and this also gives you a slope. So this is your slope, right? Y is equal to mx plus c. So m is your slope. So slope of this line is the 0.0002. Right, now if I want to calculate the concentration, okay, the x value, how will I calculate it? What I can do is, let's suppose if I want to find the concentration of my unknown sample, okay, at absorbance reading of 0.2. All right, so if I write it down, at 0.2 absorbance reading, okay, this is my absorbance. Okay, so 0.2 absorbance reading, I want to find out the concentration. Okay, so this is my, let's suppose, absorbance of my unknown sample. All right, and this is my concentration which I need to find it out for my unknown sample. I don't know which sample it is, so I need to find it out the concentration of this sample. So what I'm going to do is, for this I'm going to click on this particular cell where I have to find it out the concentration, right? And in the above this side formula bar, what I'm going to write it down, I'm going to write it down is equals to trend, TREND, brackets. Just once you enter the bracket, what you have to do is you have to select your concentration cell, then you have to select your absorbance column also. So I'm going to use my control key so that the concentration part should not get unselected. Also, I'm going to select my absorbance of an unknown sample. Just I'll close the bracket and will enter. Okay, so you can see here that automatically on the concentration side I got one value, right? So that is the value of my concentration of an unknown sample. So at absorbance of 0.2, the concentration of my DNA sample will be 1010.82, okay, nanogram per ml. That will be my concentration. We can see here from the graph also, this is the 0.2 absorbance. So if I just go around there, okay, so it will come over here, it is some near to 1000 only. So that is what we got the exact result, right? So this is how we can calculate the DNA concentration of an unknown sample, and we can plot a graph on the Excel sheet. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please don't forget to subscribe, share and like. Thank you so much. Bye for now.